Hi guys, Donna Lynn here. Happy Tuesday. Today let's talk about, are you real? Are you fake? So what the heck do I even mean by that? Partially what I mean is, have you been muting parts of your authentic self? Have you been holding back pieces of who you truly are? So a couple questions to ponder on this subject. I'm just gonna adjust my screen here a second. Okay, there we go. So, if you mute certain parts, certain aspects of your personality for fear of judgment, are you considered fake? If you're full of yourself, full of yourself, full on yourself, not full of yourself. That could be real or fake too. We won't talk about that piece. If you're full on yourself, holding absolutely nothing back, giving your all, being super transparent, does that make you real? So, the thing is for me, the truth of this, hey Sean, I see you. That's awesome to hear you feel like you're real. Super sweet. Not everybody feels like they're super themselves, right? So if you feel like you're super yourself, that's epic. Like not everybody um feels comfortable to do that, right? So that's huge. Good job, man. So my opinion is the no bullshit answer. My opinion is that you're always real. So when I think about real and fake and I think about online presence, for example, I think about things like I look at like if somebody is if somebody's showing only the good parts of their life on social media, people will call them fake because there's no way their marriage or their work or their this or their that is always that good. There's no way that there's not shitty things going on in their life as well. Does that make them fake? Or if you're airing all of your dirty laundry, all of your stuff, everything that happens to you day in and day out on social media because that's your outlet, does that make you real or does that make you too much? There's no wrong. There's no right, there's no wrong. The piece I want to touch on has nothing to do with real or fake, really. It has to do with muting yourself, feeling like you can't genuinely be yourself. You hold back, you suppress pieces of who you truly are for fear of judgment, or you feel like you're too much. You feel like that silly part of you won't be well received. You feel like you won't be viewed as professional enough, or you won't be taken seriously enough. That part is unfortunate. That's the part I want to speak to. So, my opinion is on the other stuff. If you are doing you, if you're showing all of your stuff, airing everything that goes on for you, or if you only show the good pieces, either of that is real. That's just your level of comfort with sharing. There's no right or wrong. There's no real, there's no fake in that. Holding back pieces of you that you desire to share is tricky. That's where the muting comes in. That's where I keep touching my throat. That's our communication center. That's our communication chakra, is our throat. Often you'll get like a feeling of like blockage or like you got a lump in your throat when you feel like you're holding back and you're not able to speak your truth or share honestly, or you feel like you're dialing down aspects of yourself. So one avenue for me that I dial down is my like silliness. I don't always show that side of me, that goofy, silly, quirky side of who I am. I've been dialing that back for years because of, for me, a belief I was holding, which I'm started really unearthing recently, is that silly, goofy, playful, quirky side is doesn't highlight my intelligence, it doesn't highlight my professionalism, and it doesn't show my value, which is total crap. It's a part of who I am. I've been dialing back that piece of me, muting that piece of me. And it's not necessary to do that, right? It's just a part of who I am. We all grow and expand and develop areas of ourselves at different rates, and we heal different areas of ourselves in different times and at different rates. We all have our own life trajectory. That's super perfect. That's all okay. So there's no real or fake, in my opinion. There's just, are you muting yourself? Are you holding back parts of your true essence for fear of judgment, or you're just not ready to show them, maybe? Or are you playing full out? Are you just ripping off all the veils of truth and just being you? Right? Not everybody feels safe to do that. So, if you are muting parts of yourself, you feel like you're holding back, my question to you to ponder is there anything you can do if you are ready to start sharing that you're just nervous to do so? Is there anything you can do to start sharing that piece of you, unmuting, turning up the volume on that aspect of your personality in a safe way? How can you start in a way that feels safe? Or like cracking the door open to that, right? Is there anything you can do that feels supportive and safe enough for you to push that a little bit, expand that piece of you a little bit without going full on if that's not comfortable? Or if you're just ready, like, that's it, enough is enough, I'm going to be full on me, no holding anything back anymore. Are you just going pedal to the metal and going all out and just saying F the haters, F what people say, F any kickback, any resistance, any pushback to that piece of you? Right? There's different avenues to go about it. So I'm curious. Something to think about. And I'm not necessarily looking for an answer, just asking yourself, have you been toning down? Have you been dialing back parts of yourself? And how can, if you're ready, how can you open that up to start showing that side of you, that piece of you, opening that up a little bit? Just crack that container open. What can you do? How can you support yourself in that? One of the best things I've found is having the word tribe is going around so often lately. So having a group of supporters in any way, shape, or form, a community of people behind you, whether that's your tribe, whether that's your dudes, whether that's your family, whoever that is, have a tribe of people. And even share with one safe person that, hey, I'm going to start like opening up this part of myself a little bit more, playing with this a little bit more. Can I talk to you about it when I do it? Or like, hey, if you're doing it online, hey, can I tag you in this? Or can I let you know when I'm going to go live or when I'm going to do whatever it is, and have you jump on and support me? Or if it's in your day-to-day life, it's not an online thing, having somebody like that you can go bounce ideas off of, like, hey, I want to open up this piece of myself a little bit. I plan to take these steps. Like, can I, I'm probably going to be reaching out along the way and see what you have to say about it, or get your feedback or your support or whatever it might be. But one of the best things I can suggest is having a support network who wants to see you succeed and wants you to see you grow and expand and be whatever you feel like the best version of you is, to support you in stepping into that fully. Supports are huge, and be gentle on yourself. If you're ready and you get a little pushback or resistance in some way, shape, or form when you start to like turn that dial back up, don't get discouraged. The people in our lives are used to us being a certain way. So when we start stepping out of that bubble and we start doing things just a little bit differently, it triggers a sense of discomfort in the people around us who are used to us being a version of ourselves, right? So be patient with them, be patient with you, be true to you, and get some support along the way. So my biggest suggestion, or my biggest takeaway, there is no real, there's no fake. If you're being you, in whatever version of you is the best, most supportive version of yourself, the truest version of yourself right now, and you're happy with that, there's no real, there's no fake, there's no right or wrong. If you're just being your genuine self. Okay, y'all. That's all I have for you today. That's your Truth Bomb Tuesday talk with a controversial title. Are you real? Are you fake? For me, no such thing. It's, are you muting? Are you expanding? That's it. Have a beautiful week.